Oh, sorry, just better phone. Okay, people, how are we doing? Are we good?
Yes, please.
Stephen Baba, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, George?
I'm good. Ebenezer, how are you doing?
I'm fine. You?
I'm good. Yao Young. Yao, how are you?
I'm good.
Good stuff.
I'm good, George. I'm good.
Good. So we can roll. Let me say thank you to everybody for joining. And we had another, what should I say? Well, we've had another, it was an interesting game. Not exactly. I think it was a game that found Chelsea once again in trying to break down another side. It was very clear what Jose Mourinho would do in this game. He didn't disappoint. He came to win a point. He did that very, very well. He even looked like he wanted to take all 3 points, trying to feed off the lack of concentration on the back when he realized that, in the last game, it was around that minute he got the goal. He brought on Lucas Moura and he almost scored a goal. But once again, Chelsea had chances to try and score goals, but again, we're not able to make it. Just to be fair, today there were not too many chances in the game. And Lampard had a lot of work to do, taking off the likes of Ziyech, from the squad and bringing on, Havertz, Pulisic. Still, there was no way breaking down this Spurs side that is increasingly beginning to look like a Jose Mourinho side. I'm sure there'll be more analysis on that one to come. But a big welcome to every one of you who are joining us on YouTube and joining us on Zoom. Wherever you are joining us, you're welcome to BlueStand's GH Live. And there's our review after a match day. We try to meet up at match days and just have a chat on what's been happening. So Chelsea 0, Spurs 0. When you look at it, it's not a bad result. Spurs are a very difficult side to play against. They proved that against Man City and the rest. So you may want to look at it as a feather in the cap, but I feel that most Chelsea fans are disappointed because they thought that Chelsea were going to dominate the game, like we have always done against Spurs since Lampard took over. But the big question was whether their team was going to take the chances. Olivier Giroud with a great opportunity, the dying embers of the game, but I think he didn't look at the goalkeeper. He didn't find the goalkeeper's position, and he went for the wrong option, trying to hit the ball the side of the boot when he could have actually volleyed that with some power, go past Hugo Lloris. But we could equally say that the pass by Zuma, the wayward pass by Zuma that got into the hands of the Spurs players could also have led to Chelsea losing by 3-0. I mean, losing all 3 points by 1 goal. That would have been very painful, but it was always a possibility. And knowing that Mourinho pays attention to detail, I'm just sure he brought on Lucas Moura for that kind of job. And that job almost got done. So welcome to everyone. And we can start by taking your thoughts out of the game. Let's see where we start from. Stephen Baba, what exactly is the feeling right now after watching that 0-0 draw?
Oh, a bit disappointed, but how for do? It's part of the game. You either lose, you win, or you play draw. So, not a bad day to talk about Tottenham. Are yet to lose in the season to one of the teams in the Premier League. So, getting a draw, it's a good result. Just that a bit disappointed in my players. So, but it's part of the game. It's not our day. I'm sure the reverse picture will do something better. So,
yeah, the problem is there must be playing at home, So
yeah, the advantage was for us today playing at home. Now we're going to Spurs, and that one will be full of. At least we have some supporters by then, hopefully.
Yeah.
And that will also ease up another pressure. So this was a good opportunity for us to also take the lead in the table, but unfortunately we were not able to utilize that chance. So, and the problem will start from Abraham as usual. Because
we'll get to your problems. First.
Yes,
Let's give us
so at the moment, not a bad feeling, but a bit disappointed.
A bit disappointed.
In the scoreline.
I think I understand. Expectations were pretty high ahead of the game, with Chelsea fans hoping that, we're all hoping that Chelsea will be Spurs no matter what. Miss G, how are you doing? It's been a while. How are you doing, Miss G?
Yeah, George, it's been a while. I'm good. I hope you guys are good.
Yeah, we're fine. What's the feeling after watching that 0-0?
Mixed feeling, but I'm not too disappointed. I don't blame the guys too much, because you notice that the first half Spurs they were not opening up the game. So for me, I think Mourinho came better prepared. He had lost twice to us last. He wasn't going to lose again. So for me, I'm not too disappointed, even though, yes, we all expect to win every game. The guys they did their best. Well, Giroud, as for that one, there's nothing to say about that last minute mishap here. But I think Mount, after all the pressure we gave him, after all the criticism, now, I enjoyed his game, especially in the first half. I enjoyed his inputs a lot. So on the general, not too bad. At least you walk away with a point. Yeah.
So you accept the point. That's good. And Yao Young, tell me, how are you feeling after the 0-0 draw?
George, I'm
you're not sure how you are feeling.
George, it's not easy. I'm a little bit disappointed though, just because we threw 2 points away, and I'm a bit disappointed. Looking at when the game started, first half, I think we wasn't all that sharp enough, and a whole lot of things. But I'll take it like that. I think it's a good result.
Okay, good result. Let's say hello to Ike Lawson. Ike, how you doing?
Hi, George. I'm doing fine. Yourself?
Good. I'm good. I'm very good. Ike, tell me, what's the feeling after that goalless draw?
I think it was a good game. Well deserved, but we could have done better, and then we could have buried the game. But Abraham was not clinical enough up front, and it caused us so much. There's so many clear-cut, crosses from Rhys James. James has buried all those chances, but Abraham caused us so much. I want to say it was a very good game. I think the best result for the
best result for the two teams. Ebenezer, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm cool.
Yeah, Eben, what's the feeling after the game? Goalless.
Well, it's normal. It's okay for the game. Yeah, though we could have done better. Sure, we could have done better. In all aspects of the game, we could have done better. But I think it's better we did not lose, and then having a point is quite okay. But still, I thought we could have won the game.
Vincent, tell me, how are you feeling after the game? How are you feeling after the game?
I'm not
happy. You also expected 3 points, right? You wanted 3 points.
Yes. We have to win this game because, see, Charlie, you are playing Abraham. I don't know. It's not working. We had 3. Look at the second half also. We had 3 chances. These crossings that James cross inside. Abraham is not. Bring Giroud in. If you will not bring Giroud in, the first half, you can see clearly that let Timo Werner go and play the 9. Let what's the name? I forgot this guy.
What are you talking about?
Number 19.
Mason Mount, you're talking about?
Mason Mount, go to Timo Werner's position. Let Werner go and play, because where Werner is, you can see he's struggling there. And we need all these things. You go and play. This guy wasted all these chances before you take him off. And then
okay, I hope we haven't lost Vincent. Vincent is pouring out his heart there.
I disagree with him. Mount on the left side.
He's Mount is okay where he is now. Please, we beg you.
I was going to tell Vincent that. I was going to tell Vincent that even Timo loves to play, down Timo loves to play wide, actually. I see coming from wide.
Mount
Okay,
is
so let's do the
okay, we like Mount where he is now.
let's do the analysis.
Exactly.
And you know what? Sometimes I watch closely on our page, the WhatsApp groups, like they are absolutely on fire when the team is not doing well. And sometimes I want to chip in, but I don't know how I can sustain the banter.
They're fired.
I'm not sure I may be, I'm not sure I may be there to continue and end. So I don't want to start. Like, I don't want to start, but I see
One
interest.
day come and try.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, they are.
You have to.
Yeah, because I
But
see
you have
that.
to. Yes, yeah, you have to once in a while. You have to.
And when I do it, then it has to be a day when I'm at home and I'm there just to.
And that's almost impossible.
Yeah, almost impossible. But so sometimes I watch it and I'm like, wow. And so I can feel it if I'm not watching the game, I can just use the temperature of our group or our WhatsApp groups to know what's happening in the game. So when my phone is fairly quiet, no buzzing, I know that the team is okay. But when it starts buzzing, I know that something's going wrong in the game, and it just gets my attention to know that, well, I have to check out there. So now let's do the analysis. Aside the few moments of lack of concentration by the back, they have managed another clean sheet. Edward Mendy, we don't need to talk about Edward Mendy again. He's clearly Chelsea's hands down. The centre backs. Now, Thiago Silva and Zuma. I don't know.
You don't need to talk about them either.
Yeah, I think that they are doing well. I'm thinking they are doing well, except that there's still a little space around. Oh, whose music is playing like that? Are you watching Nigerian movie or?
Yes, I'm Odro Safo. I'm watching Nigerian movie.
Felix, please.
Yes.
Felix, hold on. You like Nigerian movie? Okay, good.
Odro Safo. I'm Odro Safo.
Okay, easy. Let's just finish part, and that's why I want us to do the analysis. And I'll say it again. Aside Zuma, losing concentration that seems to become or seeming like a part of his game. I think they do have tried their best. They are developing some partnership and Edward Mendy. We can spend time now the fullbacks. Let's spend time on the fullbacks. Assessment of Ben Chilwell. Unless someone has something really to say about Edward Mendy and Zuma and Thiago Silva, I think for now they are okay. It will be under our lenses.
Yes. I think that our defense and our goalkeeper, we don't have a problem there.
Yes.
The only problem is that our fullback James
and let's
is
start
doing
with Ben
very
Chilwell.
well. Okay. The goalkeeper excellent.
How many crosses did you see from Ben Chilwell that were going to cause any trouble? Today Ben Chilwell was like
Ben Chilwell, just 3 crosses today. He didn't do much like I expected from him today. Our right back, James, was perfect. I think Abraham wasted a lot of chances. He should have just tapped in those crosses James did, but he didn't make useful of it.
Let's try and take this round nicely. So let me go to Ebenezer. Ebenezer, what do you make of the fullbacks? I want to put Ben Chilwell under the spotlight today. What do you think?
Sure. I think that Ben Chilwell, well, it could also be that the right wing of Tottenham was
they had a triangle. Well. They had a triangle that was pressing him very well. That's one.
They did very well. That is why Ben Chilwell was not hugely involved as compared to Reece James.
Yeah.
And if you look at how what do you call it? Timo Werner was also trying to help Ben Chilwell out to put in some balls, but just that it didn't work. In fact, that particular line was very sealed for Tottenham. So the only weak link we had was through the right wing. That's where Reece James was able to send in some 2 or 3 for decent crosses, just that we couldn't bury it. That is the weakest link that we had this evening. That is the left side.
Yeah, that's another one. And again, Jose Mourinho paid attention to the Chelsea team and thought he could go out there. For most of the time, Jose Mourinho was looking at how to absorb Chelsea and hit us on the counter-attack. That's basically what he was trying to do. And he had men who to do it. But again, for the defense, they did a good job shutting out Son. Son was quiet today. Kane didn't really assert himself. And so it's a feeling that you get that both sides, cancel each other. Yeah. What did you make of the weakest link? What was your weakest link?
Hey, George.
Yeah, we on you. Yeah. What was the weakest link in this Chelsea team today?
My weakest, Abraham. When the lineup comes, I was expecting Lampard to put Giroud up front there because you know exactly what Jose Mourinho is going to do. So as we having the likes of Ziyech there, that will be sending in crosses. Like we expect it to be like a header always. You see. So to be honest with you, my weakest is Abraham. I've said it even from the beginning of the game. If you look through the chart.
Let me ask you this question, Echo Brown. We know what Tammy Abraham offers the team. That's very clear. Isn't it up to the coach to decide when it's best to use him? Echo, I can't hear you. I think you're frozen there. Felix, let me ask you a question. So that we don't spend time bashing Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham as a striker needs to improve on some of the things clearly. He's got the kind of height to rise highest and hit the ball. Somehow he hasn't perfected the act.
Okay.
So isn't it up to the coach to know when to use him?
Felix. Yes, I think that Abraham, because Pulisic is injured, that is why Abraham have the chance to be starting these days. But thank God, Pulisic is back. Timo Werner will pick his right position now, which will play him number 9. So when Timo Werner comes to number 9 position, Abraham will be at the bench. So when he comes in as substitute, I'll be happy. But starting him, I think that he wastes too many chances. So we thank God that Pulisic is back. So it's here to pick, Timo Werner will pick up the front, which will lead the line, so that Abraham will always come as a substitute. So that is what I think about him. But Abraham just had his chance because Pulisic is not available. And Timo Werner, because he can play wings, Lampard prefers to play Abraham up front and use him at the wing position. So now that Pulisic is back, Abraham will go to bench.
Okay, good point you've made. All right, let me go to Aziz. Aziz, what do you make of the situation, Tammy Abraham?
George.
Yes, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
You see, me, I've been thinking about Abraham since day one. One thing about Abraham is that you see that he came from Championship. And when he came, his first season, it was very good, but not excellent. So he always have the perception that, yes, I'm well built in the team. I would say, in a way, he doesn't want to learn. That is his problem. He's always complacent. You see, some of the chances, please, if he learns, watches how other strikers strike, Aguero and those strikers. If he has the stamina of just watching them, he would have some chances are there, just clear-cut chances. Look at today, for instance. If it were to be Giroud, we would have won this match. But I don't know why Lampard always want to start him with the person. I know Lampard may be thinking that the link up between Werner and then Abraham is always somehow good. That is the mentality he always wants. Start him. And in big games, you need big players with experience. We all know Giroud back at Arsenal, and then just in Chelsea here. We know what Giroud can do.
in critical moments. So today I was thinking that he should have started Giroud, and
Giroud.
maybe 70 something 80th minute Abraham comes in, and that would have sealed the win for us. And George, one thing is that you see Jose today. You saw yesterday he said for him he has nothing to lose because
Yeah.
he didn't spend anything. It's Lampard who spent 230 something million, so the pressure is on him. Since yesterday, he released the pressure from himself, and now it's left onto Lampard. And Lampard too, he wants to impress. So because of the mind games Jose was playing, Lampard wasn't concentrated on his team, but rather on Jose's team to stop him. But Jose, for him, he is to defend and to counter attack. You saw that today we had the most of possession. I think it will be 60-40. He doesn't care. For Jose, he doesn't care. When he played against Man City, and then a journalist asked him, "Oh, Jose, you had 30% of the ball, and then Pep has 70." I say that Pep can take the ball to his house. He will take the 3 points. You see, for him, he doesn't care about how he wins it. And it's time for Lampard to also learn this, because at this initial time, this is the right time for Chelsea to hit the map. But if we start very well, getting to 20th, 30th, 20th, 20 something week, that is where the real competition will come. So
Okay.
I think today we should have win this match.
Okay, we shall won the game. That's what you say. Matthew Akambi is calling, is joining us. But let's come to Echo Brown. Echo, I tried to talk to you. Who was the weakest link in the team for you?
George.
Yes.
Yeah. My weakest link in the team was Sam Abraham. It's our time Lampard start to introduce Giroud early in the game, because for instance today during the second half, early as the second half, from 45th minute to around the 60th minute, the crosses were coming thick and fast, but any cross that comes Abraham's way, nothing comes out of it. So I think from henceforth, I think Giroud is our best option up front. Other than that, then Timo Werner has to come to his rightful position, and then we start kicking forward, because Abraham is very wasteful. I mean, he's not creating any chances, and then the possible best that someone will always offer to him he'll be there complaining, opening his arms. I think he must come. He has to start. Yeah.
He must start again. Michi, let me hear from you. Who was the weakest link in the team today?
Yeah, of course, Abraham. You know, I thought, like I said earlier, I think Mourinho was better prepared. So though Tammy is my weakest link, I think Lampard also let us down a bit, because in games like this, if you wouldn't start Giroud, you wouldn't start Giroud, at least bring him on earlier, because in the first half it was very obvious Tammy was going to be more wasteful. You know, he wasn't going to help, because look at the chances he just kept wasting. So for me, I hope that Lampard will learn, and then maybe start Giroud in some of these big games, because like the other guy rightly said, these are some of the games we need to win. We need to rack up as much points as we can now before the league gets heated. So maybe next time Giroud should start. If not, he comes on early till our team is set. Because what Abraham was doing today, I mean, at some point I was getting frustrated. People will play, give you the chances, and then you waste, and you spread your arms like an eagle who wants to fly. I don't know what he was trying to do on the pitch. So for me, Abraham, but I blame Lampard too, because he should have seen how the game was going and then made his changes early. You know, yeah.
Well, I think that there's something that you can't take away from Jose Mourinho. Some of you say he's lost the mojo and all of that. I think his attention to detail is absolutely brilliant.
Yes.
knew that Chelsea's fullbacks were going to cause trouble. He tried as much as possible to catch Chilwell. It was a little triangle that was always present, and Chilwell wanted to approach. And then he picks his moment and realizes that, that this defense, I could get something of them. Let me bring on Lucas Moura. And he says, okay, off, Davies, go on. Let's try and keep it tight and prevent guys from scoring, because he was aware of the threats. Anyway, let me come to Matthew. Matthew, the first time of joining us, right? How are you doing, Matthew?
Yes, I'm great. Good evening.
Good. How do I pronounce your surname?
Yes. Akang Mami.
Okay, are you Nigerian?
No, I'm a Ghanaian. I'm from Upper East Region, Sandema to be precise.
Oh, okay. Sounded okay. Akang Mami. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. It's good.
Jack, that's my slave joining us.
That's your.
Look at who.
That's my slave. So you understand later.
Oh, your slave joining.
Don't you mind him. Don't you mind him.
Okay.
He understands me better.
Okay. Matthew. So tell us.
Yes.
Who was the weakest link in the Chelsea team for you?
My weakest link at Abraham and Ziyech.
Hey, Abraham.
Yes.
You guys have not said Ziyech also didn't have a good game.
Yes, but I think they should have substituted them earlier on in the game, in the second half. Yes, Abraham, he didn't do badly because he was taking on the defense of the Tottenham players. So he didn't do badly, but I believe that if Giroud had come on earlier, it would have saved us some. So the disturbance from the attack of the Tottenham players.
I actually wonder what I mean. I'm wondering what the mental processing is for Lampard before he decides to bring Giroud on. Because I feel like sometimes 75 minutes early enough to let the guy come, but always after 80. But I don't know.
Yes. So that was the mistake he made. You realize that when he came on, the attack was honest though, but he did well. He didn't get the crosses like that. He got only one or so. And I think he did well. So if he had brought him earlier, I'm sure we could have gotten a goal.
I don't know if
Ziyech should have.
Yeah. I don't know if
Ziyech should have been substituted earlier on, because I realized he was tired. So if they had brought in somebody like if they had brought to come and change Ziyech rather than Werner, that would have helped.
Okay, all right,
so
cool.
That's my point.
Right,
Yeah.
I think the cases are clear. But what are you guys expecting with Pulisic back? Let me start with Stephen Baba. What are you expecting? Pulisic back going into our next games. Our next game is against Sevilla in the Champions League. That's a game to test, and that's a game to prove who gets to win the group. And I think we have learned our lessons about being second in Champions League. You're second.
Yes.
I think the rules have changed this time, have they? It's going to be all against all. No, I think it was just for the COVID season. I think we go back to the old rules. If they go back to the
old rules.
Yeah, so second is not a very good thing. I've looked at the first guys around. You normally want to be in a safe place, even though there are some big guns who are likely to end second from the way things are going. What are your expectations with Pulisic coming back?
Yes, with Pulisic coming back, I expect him to come with that speed and mentality to help us sharpen our defense and give us that speed whenever he's on the ball, so that we then try to work on our forward line to see that finishing tackles can be made, so that with Sevilla we can carry the 3 points and top the group and play the last game, then we'll wrap it up. So I'm very positive about his recovery. And now our only option is for him to pick up his form, just as we knew him. Other than that, we will not be happy.
Sure.
So just for him to pick up the form, then we are good to go.
Ebenezer, is Mason Mount just proving why you always need a player like him in the squad?
Well, I think
because sometimes I'm just saying this. I don't know whether you guys agree or not, but because sometimes even when the team looks to be so flat, he happens to be the only one trying to do something positive. Not on one occasion.
You're right.
No.
You're right. And so therefore, you always be in the first
Concept
11.
case
You
is true.
understand?
Yeah.
Let me say this. Today, we are blaming a lot of Abraham for not introducing or not, trying his best to send in the balls at the back of the net. I think that first, we lacked creativity apart from the balls that we game sent in.
Yes, because Ziyech was off. Ziyech himself was off with his crosses.
Was absolutely off. And so therefore, there was no creativity in the middle apart from the wings.
Yeah.
And I don't even still understand why Lampard brought in Giroud. Why? In the sense that I think that at that particular point in time, James was having a yellow card. So the rate of him running up and down, he was quite fearful. Yeah, so he was thinking of not going too much for him not to make a mistake to get a red card. So at that time, we don't need Giroud in anymore. We need somebody like still Werner to stay in the game, taking Abraham off, bring in Pulisic. These two guys should be running. Still, we had Ziyech inside. So these three guys could be running at Spurs defense. Definitely, there could have been a chance created by maybe Pulisic or even Werner himself. But when you take in Abraham off, you brought in Giroud, which was not fine. But we shouldn't expect something different or something new in Tuesday's match coming, because we all understand and know that Mason Mount and then maybe the link up between Werner and then Abraham has helped the last 2 or 3 couple of games, and then he has scored about 2 goals or so. So you shouldn't expect Lampard to quickly take off Abraham and then fix in Pulisic. I can see, or it is possible that still Abraham can start on Tuesday and then bench maybe whether Werner or Pulisic, and then maybe later on brought any of these players in, because this Sevilla game is not just a simple game. No, it's not going to be a simple game. We saw the match when they visited Stamford Bridge, so it is a very difficult game. So we should just take it cool and then let's hope if Frank Lampard can get his status selection right.
Let's talk about the other things that are coming up. Likes of Gilmore, and they're all getting themselves ready to come in. What kind of options that are going? Let me ask this question: are you guys beginning to think about winning the title?
No, it's not part of my thinking.
Good. Miss G, are you beginning to think about Chelsea possibly winning the title? Miss G, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, George. Yeah. No, it's too early. I mean, yes, the team is gradually picking up.
You guys don't lie to me. Somewhere inside your heart, it's possible. Can win the title, and then you say, "Oh no, it's not possible." Because I am looking at this from the tone of messages on our WhatsApp groups. There's an idea entering Chelsea minds now that winning the league is possible. Is that the pressure we are trying to carry?
Well, yes, deep down in our hearts, we wish that's the case. But you see, we are trying to play it safe. We do not want to start celebrating or hoping, dreaming too big now, so that we get our hopes dashed. So we are.
So you want to manage it? You want to manage it?
Yeah.
Felix, this is the question for you. Felix, this is the question for you. If you look at the squad, that Chelsea has at the moment, and you look at the substitutions that happened today, 3 of all quality players, are we by far the team that has the best material for the job?
Oh yeah, yes. I think that we have squad in depth. We have quality to win the league. Because before the start of the season, all the pundits were tipping Liverpool City to win the league. Now that things are not going well with Liverpool and Man City, they now compare Chelsea and Tottenham. And if you look at winning the league, we are far ahead of Tottenham because they don't know how to do it.
Are you sure? They've got people who can score goals. They've got a coach who has won it.
Yeah. Tottenham flatter to deceive. Before we enter into the second round.
Are you sure? Let me ask you a question. Don't you think Tottenham have more trusted scorers. I know Timo Werner and Kai Havertz are yet to hit the back, but I mean, people like Son and Kane, they know how to score their goals. Don't you think they can get their 25-25 or 20-20? And if Gareth Bale wants to score goals, he score.
Oh, Gareth Bale, he's a substitute. He's not fully fit, and even if he's fit, he's not going to start Tottenham game. He's not going to
Chelsea,
start.
So Chelsea must win, eh? Okay, all right.
Oh, Chelsea, I absolutely have faith and believe that this season is our season. If we manage it well, we are going to win. Because City is not going well. And Liverpool, with injuries that hit them, they even lose hope that it's not going to work. So all eyes are on Chelsea. So if we pick the little opportunity, I think we can win it.
Let me ask you a call. You see, the point is, do you think we are beginning to quickly underrate Liverpool and Man City? Are they really that done?
Oh, no.
I think there's a lot of fight in them. There's a lot of fight in Liverpool and Man City to come. Anyway.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Let me start with Liverpool. Liverpool, although with the numerous injuries that they are having, still they are playing a very good ball because this Saturday, the VAR sometimes is a bit something to worry about because if not the VAR, Liverpool would have won that game very simple. They are having injuries, but still they are playing well. Without the injuries, so they are playing well. But the team
so you think Liverpool and Man City are still in it, right?
No, for Man City they are not in. But Liverpool, yes, for Man City they are.
Sure?
Are you sure? Man City are not in?
Oh, they are not in. They are not in because I don't. They will make up the top 4, but for them,
they don't win it. Wow.
No. Like Tottenham will win it over them.
Hey, I see.
I don't.
You know, Man City are.
We played only just
what do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
You just played 10 matches. You understand?
That's what I'm saying. Man City. Okay,
they are capable of doing anything. Man City can come back. They can come back. Liverpool is just facing some talent. They will come back and then be doing them things. You know,
I don't believe so. I don't believe so.
These two teams.
Wait, Felix, hold on. Yeah, Felix, right? Yeah.
Okay.
If you look at Tottenham, if you look at Man City, you look at Klopp. These 3 coaches, they are capable. They've done it before. They've won the Premier League. You understand? With our coach, he's just building up his confidence and then he touches into the game. You understand? So if you are looking at teams who can win the league, I would take just three teams. Mourinho, yeah. You see, these are the coaches who can be trusted. You understand, in winning the league.
Yeah, I think I agree. You know, let me explain something. What happened in today's game is Mourinho coming into the game knowing that he needs a point from Stamford Bridge and getting it. Now, that's how the winning sides go. I mean, he's going in with purpose. He knows that this Man City, is the approach. You need some experience. I don't think Man City are out of it. I don't think Liverpool are out of it, and Spurs can always give us serious run. I'm not saying Chelsea are out of it. If all things are working well and Chelsea are banging in the goals, then yeah, we could expect something. Matthew, what is your take on this one?
Yeah, but I'm surprised you people are writing Leicester City out.
Oh, Leicester City.
Why so?
After what Leicester City? Look, after what Leicester City did last season, I said that the only time they won the Premier League was with Ranieri. It won't happen again. That's it. The way they couldn't finish in the top 4 last season.
Fine, that's okay, but I think Tottenham is not part of it. Tottenham in every season, Harry Kane is yet to get injured. And when his injury comes, it's going to be something else.
You are prepared.
It looks like they all look up to Harry Kane. Yeah, sure, he'll surely get injured. So when it happens, then you can be sure that Tottenham will lag behind. So
I hope sometimes they come and watch what I've been saying here.
Liverpool.
It's
between Chelsea and Liverpool.
Wow, I see. Well, it's all good.
So that's what I think. Yes.
I'm asking these questions because of the tone of the messages on our WhatsApp groups, and I'm guessing a lot of people are thinking that we are good enough to win it. I mean, the many people told me that Afro Spurs will beat them like 4 goals. And that's when I went on Facebook, I asked, how many goals are we scoring today? And there we go. We couldn't even score 1 goal. Football is a funny game. It's an old funny game, and it has its own way of doing things.
Yeah.
Let's just wrap it up right now with your quick expectations for what you expect against Sevilla in the Champions League. If we are first, it's good. It will save us. Let me start with Miji. Miji, what are your expectations for the game?
It's definitely going to be a tough game because Sevilla, we know what they can do when they are in their prime. So
yes,
I expect Lampard to go back to his notes, make corrections where he needs to, and then present a winning team. I don't expect him to start Pulisic because he's now coming back from injury. So we shouldn't put too much pressure on him. Yes, he's recovered, but I mean, we have to allow him to warm up to the games. So unfortunately, I see him starting Abraham again, but we hope that he will learn and then present a solid team, and we hope that ZH2 will have his game on the day. Today, Chewa was a bit quiet for me. So I expect that for nothing at all, we have to win. If we are on top of the group, we are somehow good to go, So, but well, with Mendy in the post, a loss is off the limits. I mean, it's expected.
I see. Wow.
Yeah. So okay. I expect a win or a draw. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Let me come to you, Evan. Quickly, your expectations for Sevilla.
Like I previously said, I'm expecting a very tough game, not a simple game, a very tough game. And with Lampard, there's always a call from me to Lampard in the sense that sometimes his first selection has not been helping, because if you look at today's game, should Abraham be substituted earlier in the game, something could have been done, or we could have taken a win from it. So if he can manage the game well, or if he can get a very specific approach to a certain game, like Mourinho and the guys have been doing, they approach the game based on the opponent they are facing. So if you think that with this opponent, this tactics will help, you can just switch and then go and win the game, as simple as that. But this one, 4-3-3 is working. So you see, you play 4-3-3. There's no going to be any change or something.
No variation, yeah.
But, because sometimes you study your opponent and then know that this can be a very good tactic to beat them. Then you use it. But with our Lampard, well, he's still learning, so let's give him the benefit of the doubt. You understand?
Lampard is learning.
Yeah, just a quick question. At times I wonder, does Lampard watch games of the teams we are to play against? Because it looks like, just like Ebenezer said, if this formula works for him, he sticks with it throughout all the teams. But if he watches the games of the teams we are yet to play, I assume that he would make changes in his team, which will help us, like in the player selection. So I wonder, does he watch? Because you can see from Mourinho's statistics that yes, before he plays a team, he knows the team he's going to face, and then he plays according to, like, I mean, he knows who to hold and then who to release. But
yeah, the thing is, I can say for a fact that every coach watches the next opponent. The difference is the solution upwards for the problems. That's where the difference is. So the coaches, that's where you see the level of the coaches, like what and how they approach in trying to solve the problem. When Mourinho decides that, because another manager may say that, okay, well, Ben Chilwell is a guy. I'm going to give one. I'm going to tell my right back, stay on Ben Chilwell the whole time. Mourinho didn't go for that. Mourinho created a triangle that was always swallowing Ben Chilwell when he entered. And they were just waiting for him. He enters, they clip him, they push him in, send him to center, and even try to create a space around him. So I think it's all about how the coach responds to what he's watching. Because we all can watch a football game, yet we'll come out with different analysis and the way we thought.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Okay.
This one, and we should appreciate that Lampard is growing. So yeah.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well. But me, the most painful thing about this game is that, they start saying that if Chelsea meet the big size, we can't score. We play against Sevilla here, we couldn't score. Against Man, you couldn't score. And today we play Tottenham, we didn't score. So we can only score against the smaller teams. When we meet the big teams, we can't score. And so I wanted.
But I think the story. Tell them that the story has changed a bit. When we met the big teams last season, we're losing games. So
okay, yeah, let me add something to.
We are not conceding goals now, and that's one step. The next thing is now to beat them, and you need players who understand education. We don't quite have the players who understand education quite for now.
Let me add a quick point here. Before you can challenge for a title, you have to beat the big teams.
Yeah.
Those you think they are ahead of you. So if you are not able to challenge them, then anytime you meet Burnley, Newcastle, then you are scoring them and keeping the clean sheet. And when it comes to the bigger teams, you are not able to score, you keep the clean sheet. Keeping 2 clean sheets, you have lost 3 points or more straight away.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you lose some games and win some games, I think it's far better than keeping the clean sheet and losing.
And they're not going anywhere. Yeah.
So,
you have made the point.
To say
but
that,
which season?
To say that,
yeah.
In order for us to say that, Chelsea can challenge for the title this season, we have to see them beat the big teams.
Yeah.
The top teams. Like
I don't even bring it down to beating a big team or beating a small team. We have seen a season where Liverpool beat all the big teams and still did not win the Premier League.
And they still didn't win. Yeah.
Yes.
It's about being consistent.
Yes, but it's also
what you need. Yeah, it's part. I know. Yeah, but because how many are the big teams? How many are the big teams? There are 6. How many are the small teams? There are 14. So if you have, if you lose all your matches in the big time, and you win all the small teams, you can still win the league. You see, so the truth is finding the consistent. Yeah, the truth is that finding. No, I understand when fans are saying that no, we have to beat Spurs, and most of you are, or most of us are not happy because it is Spurs. We want to shut up Spurs. I mean, and that's the baseline. But you need the consistency to win the league. It's the consistency. You go a whole stretch of 14 games unbeaten, 15 games unbeaten, 13 games unbeaten. Then you are becoming the winner. That's what's important. But once you can't hit a run where you are winning games, and then it's difficult. And that's what all the teams are trying to find. They are trying to find that mojo. Last season, by this time, people had started moving, and you can see if you don't stop it, it will go. So once teams are not losing, they are happy, but you have to start winning games. And when you have opportunities to win the games, you have to win it.
You have to win it.
This game, I'm still thinking about the Olivier Giroud chance. I didn't understand why he wanted to side-foot it. I mean,
let's not talk about it, please. Let's not talk about it.
That was the point. And Tammy Abraham. There's another thing you guys have not spoken about Tammy Abraham. Now, the another thing about Tammy Abraham, he's tall, and so his sense of gravity is not tight. He's always falling off. He's not. I was.
The guy is so fragile. He's so fragile.
I have some footballers back at home, and discuss a lot of things. And I've told them about the close control of the Argentines. I mean, their sense of gravity is dangerous, and Maradona was the epitome of that. He can keep the ball to his feet, and you can't take the ball away from him.
Yeah.
Where Carlos Tevez, I don't know what they do, what kind of training they have, but most of the Argentines, most of the Argentines who played good football were able to keep the ball to their feet. Yes. And Tammy Abraham is always suffering on that one. So that's another problem there. So hopefully our players will come and will get the job done. I will leave you guys to go and watch the other game. I think Arsenal are against Wolverhampton Wanderers right now. We'll see what happens in that game. I don't think we are too concerned about that. But for VAR, I've told you my thoughts about VAR. I think that the VAR was brought in. I mean, before, when we didn't have VAR, priests were looking out for the intent, people trying to stop the ball, people trying to stop the attackers, where the ball was, to say something was a penalty. But now, it's not about your intent, it's not about where the ball is, it's not about who is running. It's just about the ball touch your hand, and that's the point. And then they just go ahead and do the thing. So we're having a mess. And that's why these days games are trickier, because there could be a surprise decision. And when Chelsea has chances that they're not scoring, I'm always worried. But let me say thank you to all of you. Matthew, thank you for joining us for the first time. Stephen, thank you for your time. Miss you. Good to see you again. Felix Mabro, thank you so much. Ebenezer the man, how are you doing? Those of you who had issues, because, okay, Manchester won in the end. So the football investors should be happy by now.
Not happy. Yesterday and the people.
Oh, yesterday, Brighton Liverpool, we didn't expect it then. Okay. and then Madrid lost. To all of us.
Juventus also scored the game.
Juventus, yeah.
Hey, Hazard. Hazard is very hazardous to Madrid.
Yeah, Hazard is another problem. Hazard is another issue. And a topic for another day, I think.
Become a hazard.
Sure.
We get our money. So that one
Anyway, yeah. I don't think Hazard is thinking about Chelsea. I don't think he's thinking about Chelsea at the moment.
No.
I mean, he'll just hang on and see if he can win some Champions League or something. And see how it goes. But thank you very much, guys, for your time. We're definitely going to meet later. And we'll see how it goes. Please take care, and we'll be talking much more on the pages. Have a good time. Bye-bye.